The family was preparing to take a family portrait. Seated behind the photographer was the black man they had just adopted. The woman hadn't informed her husband about this, and directly included the man in the photo. Michael stood still, hardly able to believe what he was hearing. But the next moment, he quietly stepped closer and stood behind the mother. In that moment, Michael felt a warmth he had never known before, a true sense of belonging. From that day on, his destiny began to quietly change. Although only 16 years old, he was already over 2 meters tall, weighed more than 130 kilograms, and his feet were as large as some women's heads. But his mental age remained that of a child. With the comprehension level of a 6-year-old man, for as long as he could remember, he had always lived alone. His father died early, and his mother, due to mental health issues, was unable to care for him. Michael could only shuffle between relatives' homes, being passed around like a burden. That night, he once again heard his foster parents arguing because of him. He knew all too well what that meant. He would be forced to move again. So he slipped into the gymnasium and curled up in a corner, silent. After the game ended, the leftover popcorn and soda became his dinner. When he went to the laundry room at midnight to do his laundry, he washed his clothes with the free water, saving even on soap. Day after day, his life passed by like this, until the Tuohy family appeared. Mr. Tuohy rolled down the car window and asked Michael where he was going. Michael said he was going to gymnasium, but his woman suspected he was lying. That place had long been closed. Finally, Mrs. Tuohy took pity and invited him into the car. That night, Michael went home with him. When he stepped into that magnificent mansion, the scene before his eyes was something he couldn't believe. Mrs. Tuohy told him that if he needed anything, but the words caught in her throat. She was worried it might be dangerous to do so, worried they might think he would steal. However, the next morning, all doubts vanished. Michael had folded the blankets neatly. The sofa was tidy as before, and nothing in the house was missing. In that moment, she finally understood he was a good kid. That day, because Michael had nowhere to go, Mrs. Tuohy invited him to stay for dinner. The table was laden with food, and the atmosphere was warm. But Michael was extremely shy. He only took some rice and a small piece of bread. He didn't dare take, more afraid of seeming greedy. The family took their plates and moved to the living room to watch TV, leaving Michael alone at the dining table. Seeing this, Mrs. Tuohy turned off the TV and called everyone back. She wanted Michael to feel the warmth of a family. Everyone held hands and prayed together. Michael opened his eyes, unable to believe such happiness. Just the previous night, he had spent it alone, but now he was surrounded by human warmth.